Hello, science fans! Today we're diving into a dramatic and rare weather event that's capturing the attention of meteorologists and the public alike. Today we're tracking a truly spectacular and powerful event, a bomb cyclone targeting the southeastern United States. This is a storm system so intense, it's visible from space, swirling with energy as it barrels toward the coast. This isn't your average winter storm, it's a meteorological powerhouse, developing faster and growing stronger than most storms we see in this region. It's a rapidly intensifying system, like a winter hurricane, bringing heavy snow, hurricane-force winds, and coastal flooding. The combination of these elements makes it especially hazardous for communities in its path. Millions are under alert, with winter storm warnings stretching from northern Georgia through the Carolinas and into the mid-Atlantic. Emergency services are on high alert, and residents are being urged to prepare for the worst. These regions rarely see such severe winter weather, making this storm especially dangerous. For many, this will be the first time experiencing conditions like this, which adds to the uncertainty and risk. The storm is set to explode in strength over the weekend, creating chaos for millions. Travel will be treacherous, and power outages are likely as the system intensifies. Why is this making headlines? Because it's happening right now, and its impacts will be felt within hours. Communities are scrambling to stock up on supplies and brace for the incoming blast. We're talking about feet of snow in places that usually see just a dusting. Wind gusts rivaling hurricanes, and serious coastal flooding. The scale of this event is almost unprecedented for the South. Understanding the science behind this storm is critical for staying safe. Meteorologists are working around the clock to track its evolution and warn those in harm's way. So, what makes a storm a bomb? How does it form? And what can people expect? Let's break down the science and the threats facing cities like Raleigh and Columbia. We'll explore how rapid pressure drops fuel these monster storms. This is science in action, a powerful reminder of our planet's dynamic and sometimes violent climate system. Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries behind this extraordinary weather phenomenon. Let's dive into the fascinating science behind one of the most intense weather phenomena on Earth. The term bomb cyclone comes from bombogenesis, a dramatic process where a storm's central pressure drops at least 24 millibars in just 24 hours. This rapid pressure fall is a clear signal that the storm is intensifying at an extraordinary rate, far faster than a typical low-pressure system. This sudden drop acts like a powerful vacuum, pulling in air from all directions and creating ferocious winds that can rival those of hurricanes. Nature always seeks balance, so when pressure plummets, air rushes in even faster, fueling the storm's growth and making it more dangerous. That's why bomb cyclones are notorious for producing hurricane-force winds even in the middle of winter. The storm essentially feeds on itself, pulling in more air and moisture, which makes it even stronger in a self-reinforcing feedback loop. The more energy it gathers, the more intense it becomes. This particular storm is forming over the warm Gulf Stream, where ocean temperatures are much higher, while frigid Arctic air plunges down from the north, setting the stage for explosive development. The collision of warm, moist ocean air and cold, dry continental air creates a massive temperature contrast, the perfect fuel for bombogenesis to occur. This boundary is where the real action happens. As the storm tracks north along this sharp boundary, it will explode in intensity, growing larger and more powerful in a matter of hours. Bombogenesis isn't just about a storm getting stronger, it's about explosive intensification that can catch communities off guard. This process can transform an ordinary winter system into a high-impact event, bringing blizzard conditions, widespread power outages, coastal flooding, and dangerous travel. That's why everyone in the path needs to take warnings seriously and prepare for rapidly changing conditions. When meteorologists mention bombogenesis, they're talking about nature's power on full display, an event that can reshape landscapes and disrupt lives. The Southeast is about to experience a rare and dangerous phenomenon, one that doesn't happen every winter. Understanding this process helps us prepare, respond, and stay safe when extreme weather strikes. Let's take a closer look at where this powerful storm is headed next, and what communities can expect in the coming hours. Where is this storm going? That's the question on everyone's mind as a powerful winter system barrels toward the East Coast, threatening to upend weekend plans and daily routines for millions. Forecasts show the bomb cyclone forming near North Carolina's coast late Friday, with meteorologists warning that conditions could deteriorate rapidly as the system gains strength over the Atlantic. The storm is expected to rapidly intensify as it moves north on Saturday, drawing in frigid air and unleashing heavy snow, fierce winds and icy conditions along its path. Over 27 million people are under winter storm warnings, a staggering number for the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic, where such widespread alerts are rare and often signal major disruptions ahead. The alerts cover northern Georgia, the Carolinas, southern Virginia, eastern Tennessee, and even eastern Kentucky, stretching across a region not accustomed to severe winter weather. The storm's massive size means travel disruptions will stretch across much of the eastern U.S., with highways snarled by snow and ice, and airports bracing for hundreds of flight cancellations and delays. Even cities like Atlanta, which rarely see significant snowfall, could experience enough accumulation to cause major problems for drivers and emergency services. The worst conditions will hit over the weekend, with snow starting Friday night, and winds peaking Saturday night into Sunday, making travel dangerous and reducing visibility to near zero in some areas. Many will be home, but power outages could leave families in the cold and dark for days, as heavy snow and ice bring down trees and power lines, challenging utility crews working in hazardous conditions. The storm will linger, lashing the coast for over 24 hours before finally moving out to sea, leaving behind a trail of snow, ice, and coastal flooding. As it moves north, impacts will shift, possibly targeting coastal New England by late Sunday, where residents are already preparing for the storm's arrival. For now, the southeast is the primary target, and a weekend of winter fury is certain. The countdown has begun, and communities are bracing for whatever this powerful storm may bring. This bomb cyclone brings a dangerous trio: heavy snow, destructive winds, and coastal flooding. Central and eastern North Carolina and South Carolina could see 5 to 10 inches of snow, staggering for these areas. Southern Virginia will also be hit, turning a winter wonderland into a treacherous landscape. Along the coast, wind gusts could reach hurricane force, over 75 mph, snapping trees and downing power lines. Combine these winds with snow, and you get blizzard conditions with near zero visibility. The third threat: water. Powerful onshore winds will push ocean water inland, causing storm surge. This coincides with king tides, leading to significant coastal flooding, especially in the Outer Banks and Virginia tidewater. Dunes could be breached, roads flooded, and homes threatened. Each hazard is dangerous alone. Together, they create a compound disaster. Emergency services could be overwhelmed, putting many lives at risk. The Southeast faces a true triple threat this weekend. Preparation is critical. For many Southeast cities, this isn't just a major snow event, it's historic. Columbia, South Carolina could see its heaviest snowfall in over 15 years. For many kids, it's the first real snowstorm of their lives, but the city isn't equipped for it. Raleigh, North Carolina may get 5 to 8 inches, double its biggest storm in nearly a decade. Wilmington could see its largest snow in over 20 years, with heavy, wet, snow-straining trees and power lines. These cities lack snowplows and salt trucks, so even a few inches can paralyze daily life. Power outages are likely and could last for days. The danger isn't just the amount of snow, it's where it's falling. An 8-inch storm in Buffalo is routine. In Raleigh, it's crippling. That's why officials are urging residents to prepare for major disruptions. The Sun Belt is facing a once-in-a-decade winter event. Take this threat seriously. State governments across the Southeast are in full emergency mode. Georgia's governor has declared a state of emergency, mobilizing resources and the National Guard. Road crews in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia are racing to treat highways with are racing to brain. But resources are limited. Major interstates get priority while many local roads will likely become impassable. Emergency alerts urge residents to stay home, stock up on essentials, and prepare for power outages. The goal: keep people off roads and out of harm's way. Officials stress having enough food, water, batteries, and medication for at least 3 days. This is a coordinated effort, treated with the seriousness of a hurricane. The difference: losing power in a snowstorm with plunging temperatures can be life-threatening. Vulnerable populations are at greatest risk. Preparation now can save lives. One of the most dramatic threats is the wind. Hurricane-force gusts in a winter storm. Winds of 74 mph or higher can rip shingles off roofs, snap trees, and turn debris into projectiles. These winds will rake the North Carolina and Virginia coasts, creating terrifying blizzard conditions. Visibility will drop to near zero, making travel impossible and dangerous. Heavy, wet snow will cling to trees and power lines, and with 75 mph gusts, widespread power outages are expected. The onshore winds will also drive storm surge, flooding vulnerable coastal areas. The Outer Banks, already battered by storms and rising seas, face more destruction. Highway 12, the island's lifeline, could be washed out. Homes and coastline may be lost in hours. This storm could reshape the map and leave lasting scars. The combination of wind, snow, and water is unprecedented for this region. Extreme caution is needed. Safety is the top priority. The best advice: stay home unless it's an emergency. Roads will be treacherous and getting stuck puts you and first responders at risk. Prepare for extended power outages. Gather flashlights, batteries, charge devices, and stock up on non-perishable food and water. Keep a battery-powered radio for updates and have necessary medications ready. If you have a fireplace or wood stove, ensure safe fuel. Never use gas stoves or grills for heat. Dress in warm layers, use blankets, and close off unused rooms to conserve heat. Check on elderly neighbors or those with medical needs before the storm hits. After the storm, avoid downed power lines and be cautious of falling branches or ice. Shoveling heavy snow is strenuous. Take it slow to avoid injury. The impacts will last for days. Patience and caution are essential. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay informed and look out for your community. Together, we can weather the storm safely. Is this bomb cyclone normal? Many scientists say events like this could signal a changing climate. Climate change doesn't create specific storms, but it can make extreme weather more frequent and intense. Warmer oceans mean more energy for storms, and a bigger temperature contrast fuels rapid intensification. A warmer atmosphere holds more moisture, leading to heavier precipitation, rain, or snow. So, while winter storms have always happened, climate change may be supercharging them. This storm is a disruptive reminder of our vulnerability to extreme weather. Communities must adapt and become more resilient. Heeding warnings from scientists and officials is crucial. As the climate changes, we may see more record-breaking events. Understanding the science is the first step to preparing for the future.